Here for the Curtis Harwell show will be 5 seconds. Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone had a fantastic and a Merry Christmas. You are listening to the Curtis Harwell Show, and we are broadcasting live from Austin, Texas. A little chilly down here in the 30s and the low 40s today. So the winter weather has hit us. So thank you for listening to our show. And we are America's best and most listened to fitness show, with well over 5 million listens, creeping on 6 million here pretty doggone soon. And I am your host, Curtis Harwell. And I've been with you here nearly 300 shows now. So it's been a fantastic voyage with everybody. If you'd like to participate in the show today, you can call in at 347-850-8748, or you can get me at Curtis Harwell on Facebook, Curtis Harwell Fit, or Curtis Harwell Talk Radio on Facebook. Any of those pages you can get me. You can also, if you want to participate on Twitter, you can get me at Curtis Harwell BB4 Bodybuilder. Today's advertisers is our Michelle's Magic Morsels, and first show back from Christmas, sorry. And this is Michelle Brent's company, terrific protein cookies with that good old-fashioned taste, made right there in the kitchen. And again, this is IFBB Pro Michelle Brent's company. The website is michellesmagicmorsels.com. And she has a terrific variety of flavors and cookies. And if you mention the talk radio show here, you'll get an additional, with every order, you'll get an additional 3 cookies. So you can't beat that. So head on over to michellesmagicmorsels.com. Check out her cookies. These cookies you can use for meal replacements. You can use them for snacks. Just fantastic cookies. Our other advertiser today is Titan Fitness Wear. You can get Titan Fitness Wear at www.titanfitnesswear.com. Tank tops, hoodies, t-shirts, all kinds of logos, fantastic colors. Everything's in stock and size. And again, they've been a promoter and an advertiser with our show since the very beginning. So head on over to Titan Fitness Wear, and that is titanfitnesswear.com. So head on over and get some after Christmas deals there. Today we're going to have another fantastic show. Our show today is, believe it or not, going to be on water. I know it's so doggone simple. It is really simple. Water. We think we know all about water. We think we're drinking enough water. And let me tell you, we're not. We're just absolutely not. And especially, and there's different categories out there of people that should be drinking more water. So when we're looking at people that, again, that are taking lots of supplements, you need lots of water, because that's got to be filtered through the body. It's got to be filtered through the kidney. So you need lots and lots and lots of water. If your urine is dark, I mean a medium to dark orange, you're dehydrated. You need more water. You have to have more water. Again, if you're taking PEDs, any type of steroids, and again, these are just tips for water, not promoting. You need lots and lots and lots of water. Because if you're not, you are dehydrated and you're not doing any favors to your body. You're not you just really aren't. You have to keep in mind, we humans need to drink water to survive. We have to have water. But I can tell you on a regular basis, talking to my clients, when I go out and I talk to people, I talk to groups, wherever I'm at, and stop and talk to people, I will ask, when we're talking about fitness and all of the things that they're doing, you rarely ever hear anyone speak of water. You just don't. And water is essential. It is essential to our survival, but we don't talk about it. You also have to keep in mind, about 60% of your body is water. Your brain, 70 to 75% of it's water. Your lungs are 90% water. Okay? Each day, and not counting exercise, sweat thing, through exercise and that. But your body must replace about 2.4 liters per day. And that's about 2.5 quarts of water. And you can only get this through ingested foods or water, and so, or liquids. So you have to have water. Now, the body uses water in a myriad of ways. Now, water cushions and lubricates joints. It nourishes and protects your brain, spinal cord, and all the other tissues that you have. Now, it also keeps the body temperature normal. Now, and also helps remove waste through perspiration, bowel movements, and urination. And this is when I was talking about the color of the urine. You want it as light or as clear as possible. Now, again, humans are composed mostly of water, which is not surprising when you consider that human descendants are from single-cell organisms that originated in the ocean millions of years ago. Okay, if that's that's what the scientists are telling us. Now, when you have lack of water, water is more important for your body's survival than food, believe it or not. It really is. You can live without water for approximately 1 week, but you can survive food for more than a month, believe it or not. Now, lack of water or dehydration reduces the amount of blood in your body, forcing your heart to pump harder in order to deliver oxygen-bearing cells to your muscles, okay? So when you're dehydrated, your heart has to pump harder to get the blood out. And that's taxing on the heart. Now, in the early stages of dehydration, you can become dizzy, irritable. You can also experience headaches and migraine headaches. Now, as dehydration progresses, you become clumsy and really exhausted. Your eyesight can also fade. Now, in the last stages of dehydration, you may feel nauseous and begin to vomit. Without water, you will enter a coma and die. Now, of course, this is extreme. But my point is, I'm trying to show you how important water is. Now, when you drink too much water, you can get sick too. And you can get a condition called hypnotremia, okay? Hypnonatremia, okay, in which excess water floods your body cells and causing them to swell up. Now, your swollen brain cells then cause a wide range of symptoms which are not good, including bad headaches, migraines, nausea, cramps, mental confusion, convulsion, fatigue, coma, and death. And believe it or not, this particular condition has killed lots and lots of runners during marathons, believe it or not. So you can become overhydrated. You just really can, drinking too much water. Now, what are some of the myths that's centered around water? Now, one of the myths out there is to stay healthy, you need to have 8 ounces of water each day. Now, glasses. Now, each glass contains 8 ounces of water. Now, you may also have been told that only water will fulfill this requirement for the liquid, not other liquids that contain either caffeine or alcohol. Uh, Both of these ideas seem to be myths. According to a lot of doctors in published papers out there, it's not been found, uh, and there's no scientific evidence reporting consumption of 8 glasses of water a day is exactly what you need. The studies do suggest caffeinated beverages and mild alcoholic drinks such as beer can contribute to water needed for your body on a daily need. Okay, now what's enough water? Okay, why do we need water? Um, and again, also, and remember, tea, coffee, fruit juices can also count towards your liquid intake. And I recommend that healthy adults should drink between 6 and 8 medium-sized glasses of fluid a day plus. Okay, people just should drink more liquids. If you are physically active or experiencing hot weather, even more. Okay, the best way to determine if you're getting enough water is to look at the color of your urine, and we kind of talked about that earlier. If it's a pale straw color, you are probably drinking enough. If it's a dark yellow or that orange color, you have to drink more. Now, water is the best thing that you can put in your body, yet so many of us ignore it throughout the day. Now, I'm going to list some of the great ways to trick yourself into developing a healthy habit of drinking lots of water every day. Now, we need, again, water to survive. And water is very important when it comes to our joints and protecting our brain and our tissues and regulating body temperature and all of that. Now, again, when you don't have enough water, dehydration will come out to play, as they say. Now, again, one of the first things that you'll notice if you're dehydrated is dry mouth. But you can experience, again, other things like low blood pressure, headaches, migraines, dizziness, dry skin, and the worst of all, fatigue and death. So, but and again, trying to reiterate, look at, your urine. It's so important to look at your urine to know. So, how much do you really need of water? Now, it is so hard. The basic number is for years has been 8 ounces, 8 cups of water per day. Okay, and that's been going on for years. But how much do you really need of water? Now, it's so hard to determine the ideal amount exactly. It really is. But there are some guidelines that I think you ought to follow. Now, men should drink about 3 liters, and that's about 13 cups. I think about 13 cups per day because of your daily life and the things that you do. Now, and that's of total fluids a day. So that could be caffeinated drinks and different things, and you put them all together. Now, women should drink about 2.2 liters, and that's about 9 cups of total fluids a day. Now, again, that is on average. If you're training hard, working hard, out hard, if you're doing, again, supplements, creatine, BCAAs, glutamine, if you're doing PEDs, anything extra, more water, more water. And many times you'll see people around the gym with the big jugs of water and just downing the water. It is very important to get water, water, water. Now, men need a little more water because they tend to be larger on average and naturally have a little more muscle mass. And you got to remember your muscle 75-80% water, okay, which holds water better than fatty tissue. Fatty tissue holds little to no water. Now, of course, pregnant women and nursing mothers need more water as well. Now, if it seems like a ton of water to you, that's a bad sign, okay? It actually breaks down to just 4 to 8 sips of water per hour is what you need. 4 to 8 sips per hour. But remembering to drink it can be hard. It just can. It's even hard for me sometimes because I carry water with me all of the time, and I have my particular water measured out, so I know what I have to have in the morning by 9 o'clock, noon, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 9 p.m. And so I try to get my water intake, but sometimes it gets hard. You get to doing something, if I'm out training with people, if I'm talking to a group, if I'm on the road, sometimes it can be very hard to get your water. So remembering to drink it can be very hard, especially if you're busy at work and don't have the time to worry about the lingering feeling of thirst. Because sometimes the thirst comes, and you might think you're hungry and you're really thirsty. And it's the same thing during a workout. You may forget to get your water during a workout. I make it a habit between every set. I go to the water fountain if I don't have my water bottle with me, but between every set, I do a sip of water between every set. Now, um, it's not only do you have to remember to drink water, but you also have a lot of other things out there that you can drink, different beverages out there that are competing with water, like diet sodas, regular sodas, carbonated drinks, all of these things out there, sports drinks, everything. Now, while a soda or sports drink may sound thirst quenching, the sugar and the other extras aren't going to do you any favors when it comes to hydration, okay? It's just not going to. And they might even make you more thirsty, believe it or not. So if you can help it, stick to water if you can. Now, but if you really want a different beverage, at least drink water in addition to it. So if you have to have a soda, make sure you get water with it, almost like a water chaser. Get water with it. Remember, water is the cheapest drink out there usually. And you don't have to go out and get a small little bottle of water for $5. I mean, you can go to Walmart, you can go to all of these inexpensive places, and you can and if you're if you're in need of water, you can get a jug of a 1 gallon jug of water at Walmart for $1. I mean, it costs nothing. You can get cases of 24 ounce waters, 24 of them at Walmart, or again, inexpensive places for $2-3, and just keep them in your car and just load them in your gym bag and keep one with you all of the time. So you got to stop making excuses that you can't get water. So, but again, if you can, stick to water. Um, and again, water is the cheapest thing out there to drink if you go find it. And if you just stay with water, you can save yourself if you stay away from the sodas and all of the sugary drinks. And I even mean some of the sports drinks are so sugary. But if you stay away from those things, you can save yourself $200-300 a year and put that money in your pocket and do something else with it. And again, you have to keep your daily activities in mind. If you're exercising or doing any type of strenuous work, staying hydrated beforehand can ensure you that you'll feel good during the workout later on. Okay. Now, the same goes if you've been drinking a lot of coffee, caffeinated tea, or alcohol. They act as diuretics. They will make you go to urinate. They will make you urinate, and that can dehydrate you. And this can cause you to urinate more and lose some water. So also, if you're in a warmer climate, you perspire more, and you need more water than you would in a temperate zone. So if you're down here in Texas in the summertime, or if you're somewhere on the West Coast in California, temperatures are going to be different. You're going to be perspiring and using different amounts of water. So in Texas, of course, in the Austin area, in the middle of the summer, you're going to need more more water, and you have to keep it in mind. Now, it is possible to drink too much water. I have not seen it happen, but maybe a handful of times in my entire life. Uh, and so don't overdo it. But your body can process about 15 liters of water every day. So you got to drink a ton of water, and so the happy medium range is pretty wide. It's really wide out there. Now, uh, if you already have a good morning and bedtime routine, make drinking water a part of it. Okay, you really should do that. You can still have your morning coffee, but add a glass of water before you have your coffee. The natural there's a blog out there called Natural Choice Blog. It recommends having a glass at the same time at the same place during your routine every day. Now, get in the habit of drinking a glass of water right after you get out of the shower or right before you wash your face at night. Now, this is an easy way to add at least 2 glasses of water a day to your routine. Okay, so pretty simple. Now, so when you wake up, have a glass of water. Uh, 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 get ready for bed, have a glass of water. You guys don't worry about going to the toilet in the middle of the night. A glass of water isn't going to make much difference, but it's really going to help your body. Now, just by doing that, you get a head start, on the rest of the day when you get that water early in the morning. And if you're having a hard time remembering to incorporate it into your routine every day, find ways to make your water more visible. Okay, put a glass of water on your nightstand so you see it before you go to bed, or have a glass waiting by the coffee maker so you remember to have a glass while your coffee is brewing in the morning. Um, you know, and go out there and get yourself a decent water bottle. And I like it when you mark it with time oriented goals. So you get yourself a water bottle and then you put times on it. So if you're up at 6 in the morning, you might put 9 a.m., 9 a.m., 12 p.m., 3 p.m., 6 p.m., and 9 p.m. You can list it however you want. That's how I do mine. Now, water bottles are an absolute excellent way to increase your water intake. And get yourself a good high quality one that will hold up. So when you drop it, bang it, all of those things. Get your name on it so somebody doesn't walk off with it, and get a good one, even if it costs you a little bit more. A good stainless steel or heavy duty plastic bottle absolutely should do the trick for you. And then once you found one you like, take it with you everywhere. You can take your water bottle usage to the next level by coming up with your own time drinking goals, and again, marking it on your bottle. You can get some tape or a label maker to put on the bottle so you don't actually write on the bottle. You can write right on the label maker and start marking how much water you'd like to drink by a certain time every day. Now, this way you can actually see your water drinking goal, and you'll know whether you need to play catch up or if you're ahead of the game. And again, some of these new watches that are coming out, the Fitbits and some of the other watches, they actually, you can put on your phone an application that will connect to your watch through Bluetooth, and you can actually put in your phone how much water you're drinking, and you can keep track that way on those waters. So Fitbit, some of the other watches, I know I got a Fitbit for Christmas. I've never had one before, and my family bought me a new Fitbit for Christmas, and absolutely love it so far. So, and it's been a terrific watch so far. I just love it with the tracking of the exercise and my heart rate and different things. It works absolutely fantastic. So those also work too. But and get a water bottle that you like. A water bottle looks good, and a lot of times when you do that, you like your water bottle, you're less to lose it or forget it places. And then you can put an inspirational sticker on it. Do dress it up. Do whatever you want to do. I know it sounds a little crazy, but then you won't lose your water bottle. And then and so when you get that thing personalized, you're ready to drink through that throughout the day, and just absolutely don't forget to fill it up when it's empty. And again, there's a lot of good options for water bottles out there, but the most important is that it's a water bottle that you like. I know it sounds crazy, but you like. If you like it, you won't lose it. You'll never stay on track with a water bottle you hate using or are embarrassed to be seen with. So, I know it sounds crazy, but it absolutely works. And make this whole thing a little bit of a game. You know, uh, you know, go a whole week drinking your goal every day. Treat yourself to something special you normally wouldn't get. Believe it or not, just uh, it's a little pat on the back that you stuck with your goal for the whole week. Congratulate yourself, and it goes both ways. If you forget to drink enough water, say yesterday, uh, skip something today. Don't watch Netflix. Don't play Netflix. Don't watch a video game until you made up for it. It's the reward system. And again, I know it kind of sounds crazy, but these little things do motivate you to drink water. Uh, and everything is more fun if you make it as a competition. And again, apply the same concept and consumption to water. Okay, and then suddenly you're racing to see how much water you can drink by lunchtime. Believe it or not, or how soon the day that you can finish the 2 liter of water. Okay, so it's make a little game out of it, but you're drinking water, and most people do not like drinking water. You got to make it fun. Just be sure you're just not drinking a bunch of water in the morning and none for the rest of the day. You gotta spread it out throughout the day, and again, it's best to spread it out. But a challenge is always a good way, excuse me, to keep yourself engaged, and it's fun, and track what you do. And again, you can use the Fitbit watch, you can use my Fitness Pal. I think there's all different ways that you can track your water if you don't measure it on the bottle. And then if you find yourself that you're forgetting to drink water, set a timer and create mental triggers to drink water. Set a timer on your phone, create a few alarms to go off throughout the day. When one goes off, chug a big glass of water. Okay. Again, it might seem like overkill. It might seem like I'm making something out of nothing. But let me tell you, you're not drinking enough of water. But nothing snaps you back into a routine like a phone screaming at you to take a drink of water. Okay. And again, part of building a new habit is finding a way to do things without the need of outside help. Now, however, it's a good idea to create your own mental triggers. If you start feeling hungry, have a glass of water. This does a few things for you. It'll help your stomach and intestine on the digestive front. It will keep you hydrated and possibly even curb your hunger. So you might not eat as much with that glass of water. In fact, you may not even be that hungry, and your brain may just be sending you a message that it's thirsty, not hungry. So I hope all of these little things have helped you today. I try my best on all of these shows to give you little, tidbits that are going to help your life. Um, and I hope I do that every week for you. Um, if if you don't hear from me and you don't see me here on YouTube or hear me on the radio, on Blog Talk Radio, have a happy New Year. I hope you had a Merry Christmas, and we will see you on the other side. You have a fantastic 2016.